Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is still Monday, March 11th, 2019. I am still the drunk poker when it's beer time. I'm off tomorrow. Oh, dear Lord, I'm off tomorrow. Means I get to have a few pints tonight to celebrate the end of the work week. I stopped by the LCBO today. I hadn't been for a while. I thought I'd pop in and see. Saw a beer that I enjoy. I haven't had it for a while. See, that's the thing. It's not always about just new beers or just, sometimes it's just a beer you see, a returning beer. Maybe you walk by it a couple times and it caught your eye. You're finally like, oh, Strong Patrick, Irish style red ale, 6.7%, strong beer, of course, aged in Jameson casks. So we've had this before. We've talked about this before, but I just want to talk about it again today because I remember really liking this beer. Also a good excuse to break out my Beau's glass. I don't know when we're going to get to Beau's this year. I mean, we go once a year at least. I mean, it's in Ottawa, so Van Cleek, so it's a little farther than Ottawa. It's been a while, but we will be back eventually. I've professed my love of Beau's many times. I liked it at the very, very beginning of when I started doing all of this craft beer stuff. They seem to always have new beers coming out to the LCBO. And this is at a time when the LCBO was a vast wasteland of macro lagers. It's much better now. It's getting better all the time. I know people rail against the LCBO, but I'm going to tell you something right now. There are a lot of beer-loving people who work at the LCBO, and they are doing their very best to work inside of an antiquated system to make it better. Is competition a good thing? Yeah, I'd like to see some competition because I think that would make everybody better. But you know what? This is the system we have right now. So we got to work within. We will infiltrate them. We will send our scouts forward into the LCBO, and they will work there, and they will work to change it. But things will change. It will. It's going to happen. It has to. I can smell that caramel. Toasty malt. So anyways, cheers to Beau's for being there with me since the very beginning, and always a soft spot in my heart for beers like Strong Patrick. Cheers. Oh, that's just a beautiful, beautiful beer. It does take on a bit of the oakiness or the woodiness from the Jameson barrels. Not so much with the whiskey. Like, it's not a boozy beer. It does have a bit of a dry bite at the back, but it's that front-loaded, like, toasty, bready, malty, toffee caramel notes. It's a beautiful, beautiful beer. It's a slow sipper. I mean, it's not tiny, but at the end of the day, beers like this find a place in your fridge because they're not the norm. There's that whiskey there lingering on the back end there. But anyways, they're not the norm. Right? They're not IPAs. They're not big stouts or porters. They're very, it's a nice beer. It's a nice departure from what we normally would drink every day. I mean, some people, for them, this is their favorite kind of beer. For me, always has a place in my heart. So again, I just saw it. I love the label. I knew I loved the beer. And that's part of the reason I like to kind of go back to beers again. I'm really, really enjoying how this is exactly as I remembered it. I found this one later on and not right at the beginning. Like, if I taste a beer that I tried 4 years ago and try it again now, quite completely different, but I have a different perspective on it because I've had so many beers between then and now and so many different experiences. This one was a little bit later on. I've been able to, figure this one out for myself. And knowing that I like it and buying it makes me very happy. That's what beer's supposed to do, man. Like, it's supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to accentuate your life. It's supposed to be an indulgence. In moderation, indulgence is a good thing. And that's exactly what I gave myself tonight. A little bit of indulgence. A little bit of the good life. A little bit of Beau's in my glass. Cheers, my friends. Probably should have bought two.